Welcome back to the Slant Saloon. Today we have a new bait to review for you guys. The new inline spinner from Berkley, the Berkley Dough Rider. Super excited about this bait. We got to try it out last year in the Sierras, fished it a little bit, did really well on it. Let's break down the sizes, colors, and patterns of this bait. Let's go. Sizes come in 1/16, 1/8, quarter ounce, and 3/8 ounce, with the classic barrel style pattern and a fish minnow pattern available, with my favorite being Fire Tiger. Let's talk about the packaging. Each packaging comes with a dough bait with instructions inside of more detailed instructions about our venting system, how much bait to use, more information about the spinner itself, also on the back as well, with the model number that you're getting on the back. Berkley did a great job on this packaging. Let's talk about the dough bait in the packaging. As you can see, plenty of dough bait for your fishing adventure, and people have so many questions about this dough bait. Does it dry out in the packaging? As you can see, foil top, perfectly sealed for your fishing adventure. Awesome packaging as always. Now for the fun part, let's go ahead and bait this thing up, the inline spinner. You see we have a venting system. What we want to do is just take a little bit of power bait, not too much, just a tiny bit. And what you're going to do is just you're going to want to smooth it over, not pack it, but just smooth it over the inline spinner, just enough to pack that venting system with bait. What we're trying to do is we're trying to create a scent trail with this inline spinner. That's what's going to make this thing awesome, which is the key feature of it. As you can see it in a second here, it's going to be swimming through the water in my pool. I love the way this thing swims. I love the way it reflects. Berkley did a great job with the two different patterns as far as the silver and the gold. Swims awesome. I love it. This is one of the bigger profile baits that I'm throwing, just to give you guys at home an idea of what we're working with. You know, something guys I liked a lot about when we were fishing this bait up in the Sierras, when we were product testing it with the team, is the color that comes off this spinner. Now we have two different types. You know, we have the silver and we have the gold, and gold is always my favorite, especially for rainbow trout. And of course the smaller patterns like the 16th ounce and the 8th ounce are one of my favorites. And as I talked about before, the Fire Tiger by far is one of my favorites. So those are bright colors for that rainbow trout. But people had a lot of questions as far as the vent, as far as putting the bait in there. How hard is it? Does the bait stay and stick? And honestly, we would get 20, 50 casts into this thing and the bait still stayed there with that bait scent trail. Now, a lot of times I would add bait because, you know, as power bait, as we all know, it kind of loses its scent. It kind of ghosts out a little bit. So I would always just kind of add a little bit. Now let's talk about the 3/8. The 3/8 and the quarter ounce. Now these are for your bigger fish, like your largemouth bass, maybe fishing a pond or a lake, or maybe those bigger trout, those cutthroat trout, those German trout. They like to get those bigger profile baits. Now I like to fish those on 6-pound Berkley Vanish when we're talking about the line to fish these things. And of course, whenever you're fishing at shore for that rainbow trout, maybe that stalker trout or that, you know, that local trout that's maybe in that, I mean, I've caught 10-pound trout off 4-pound before, but 4-pound Berkley Vanish, the way to go. Yes, this is the way you fish it, guys. This is the way I fish it, from the shore to the bank. You're gonna love it. For more information on this and so much more, visit us at purefishing.com. But until then, we'll see you on the water.